Welcome to the repair shop, where cherished family heirlooms are brought back to life.
This is the workshop of dreams.
Home to furniture restorer J. Blades.
Nowadays, everybody spends a fortune on stuff that once it's broken, they just bin it. But everybody has something that means too much to be thrown away, and that's where we come in.
Working alongside Jay will be some of the country's leading craftspeople.
Every piece has its own story. It's amazing to think that some of my work becomes part of that story.
I've always played with things, I've always repaired things, and I just love it.
There is a real pleasure in bringing people's pieces back to life again.
Each with their own unique set of skills.
I can't wait to get started.
They will resurrect, revive,
Come on, man!
and rejuvenate. Treasured possessions and irreplaceable pieces of family history.
Wow!
Bring in both the objects...
She's fantastic!
That's just taken me back 50 years.
and the memories that they hold
Oh, yes!
back to life.
Oh, my God!
In the repair shop today, Sonnaz and Will get their hands dirty with a very old piece of furniture. While silversmith Brenton tackles a tricky fix. Two metal ladies destroyed in a World War II air raid.
They're made of spelter. It is very fragile, and they're certainly not built to be bombed, I'm afraid.
First into the repair shop are Hilary and Mike Elphinston. With them, a much-loved member of the family.
Hello. Hi. Welcome.
They're hoping that soft toy experts Amanda and Julie can help bring him back to life.
OK, what have you got in there?
Oh, hello, you.
It's threadbare.
Hello, Fredbear.
Bear.
He's lovely. Tell us a little bit about him.
He's 50-year-old. He was bought for Maria, our eldest daughter, for her first Christmas, and he was about the same size as her, I think. Maria then had two more sisters and a brother, hence the very battered look, because he was carried around by his ear a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, and see, that's gone.
Yes.
You haven't got that
No, I
still. It's
haven't.
definitely... Oh, dear.
But Maria's emigrated to Australia now.
OK, and she didn't take him...
She couldn't take him because he's full of straw.
So customs won't allow Fred in?
Won't allow Fred in.
Might be contaminated.
To prevent the introduction of pests and diseases, Australian customs has strict rules about importing plant materials, which includes Maria's bear, Fred, and his wood fibre stuffing.
Since then, one of her daughters, Lauren, has had a little boy, Elijah James.
Congratulations.
And I would really love him to belong to Elijah now, because he's part of our lives.
Part of the family.
It sounds
Family history.
Sounds a bit corny, doesn't it, really?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Not
It doesn't.
So it's getting him out there.
It's getting him out to Australia. Yeah.
So, where did you buy Fred, or where did you get him originally?
I bought him from the Co-op in Chesterfield. And I think I paid a ridiculous amount, like £5, which was an awful lot of money in those days.
A good quality bear.
Yeah.
He's a German bear.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is, by a company known as Schuko.
The Schuko company are better known for making miniatures and things like that, so it's quite nice to see one of these bigger bears.
He does growl.
Is he still?
Well,
You've got to have the knack.
Nearly I have.
What would you like him to look like?
Like to see him furry.
Furry.
You want them furry as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm concerned about at this time is we're going to be giving you a new threadbare back.
Yes,
not threadbare.
Perhaps we could just do the tummy, the body,
Yeah.
keep his original head, legs and arms.
So he's got a little bit, we could age down some fabric, so he's got a little bit of fur coming through, so it's in keeping with the rest of him.
And what about a new ear? Is that possible?
Absolutely. We will do that for you.
We know it's a bit of a challenge. Yeah.
We like a challenge. We like a challenge.
But he'll be safe here. And we'll let you know as soon as he's ready to come.
Lovely. Thank you very much. I'm really glad that they're actually not going to make him look like a really modern bear. That he's still going to look like Fred, isn't he? And that's the main thing. Can't wait to tell my daughter. Can't wait to show her. When Fredbear goes to Australia, it's going to be a mixture of emotions, definitely, because he just reminds me of the children so much.
Amanda and Julie's mission is to get Fred fit to pass Australia's strict custom controls.
We've basically got to get the stuffing out.
Now, this is wood shavings. In normal circumstances, we would always replace like for like to keep him authentic. So it's really unusual, but we are going to replace it, aren't we, with polyester. Ooh, look at the end of the day, Fredbear belongs to Hilary, and she wants to get him to her grandson. And we want to do our utmost to make sure that happens. So whatever it takes, really, to get him there. Oh, poor Fred.
But it's all for the good.
Absolutely. There we go. So, now I'm going to take the arms off.
His limbs are held on with a pin and washer, and Fred's not parting with them without a struggle.
This is proving more difficult than I anticipated. This one is really rusting. Oh, come on, Fred. Give me your arm. Yay! There it is. That's what's given me all that trouble. I've got another 4 of those joints to wrestle with, and Julie can carry on unstuffing them and getting them all ready to be cleaned.
Many items that arrive at the workshop have been passed down through generations of the same family. And the next is no exception.
Hi. How are you? I'm Sonnaz.
Sarah Allen from Staffordshire is hoping furniture restorer Will Kirk and upholsterer Sonnaz Nooranvary can rescue her family piano stool.
So this belongs to you?
It does.
What's the story behind it? Because it looks very well used.
It is. It's about 112 years old. It's been in my family since 1905. You can sort of see the date on the plaque, although it's a little bit dirty.
Gosh.
It was awarded to my great-grandfather, William Henry Tappenden, who was a mason. And he lived in Margate in Kent, and they wanted to build a new lodge, a new Masonic lodge. So he became the secretary of, it does actually say on there, the Debenture Association. It was for his esteemed duties that he carried out really well as being the secretary of that from the Masons. So it was awarded to him, And obviously it's been in the family ever since then. It survived 2 world wars.
Wow, amazing.
And then when my granddad died, it went to my mum. So then they gave them to me. So I've had it for at least 20 years.
Wow. Is it used today at home?
Occasionally.
Okay.
But unfortunately I don't play, so...
Are there any budding pianists?
My son does, he'd play the piano, and my sister used to play as well, so
Okay,
she's
and they use the stool?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. It does look as though it has had...
It has.
A really hard life. I mean, have you ever had it reupholstered or restored before, or is this exactly how you've had it? And this is how you remember it?
Yes.
It looks as though that there was some carving.
Yeah.
Carving.
This has been Will's department.
Yes, you're missing some carving there, aren't you?
Yes.
Broken there.
And is that missing underneath there as well?
So was this broken when this came into your...
I don't remember having the carving on there.
Would you like to see it in the same fabric again as you know it?
I did speak to my mum, she's 84, and I said, you know, about changing the upholstery. And she did say it would be nice to see it just as it was.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah, and for me to see the plaque cleaned up so you can actually read, you know, what's on it, really.
Yeah. I think we've got our work cut out.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks a lot for coming down.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
I feel quite responsible for it. It's been in the family 112 years. Quite emotional to see somebody else walk away with it and to leave it here and go home without it. My mum's really quite excited about getting it repaired. Then she'll know as well that it will be able to then carry on down the family for however long, another 112 years.
Lots of work to be done.
Lots of work to be done.
Somehow I feel like I've got the most amount of work.
I agree.
Do you?
Yes.
OK, fine.
Yeah, but I have got no idea how to take the seat base out. It looks like it's dropped in, but it's a bit tight, so whether there's a hidden screw up underneath it or not, I don't know.
Shall I take it to your bench?
Please.
First job, prizing out a seat pad which has lain undisturbed for several decades.
I think it might be glued in there.
What's this?
It's
The sharp stick you're waving around.
Sorry, it's my regulator.
Your regulator.
I've used it to sort of pry this up a little bit.
Okay.
If you go that end...
Should I use something like that?
Yeah. And I'll go this end.
Oh, so it must be the original green colour there, then.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, are you going to try to replace that back to that original green as opposed to the bleached out yellowy green?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll let you get on with stripping that back.
Okay.
But be careful not to breathe it in.
Yeah, don't breathe it in, whatever you do.
There's another clean-up operation over at Amanda and Julie's bench. Threadbare is getting a deep clean. His first bath in 50 years.
As you can see, it's proving quite effective. I will continue to do this, changing the water and adding new soap until the water runs clear. That's lovely. That is such a good feeling. All those years of dirt, and I'm sure I haven't finished yet. I'll fill it up again and see how much we can get out with the second wash.
While Julie carries on with Fred shampoo, Amanda sets about restoring the other careworn parts.
So here's my lovely piece of mohair. We're going to use this piece to make Threadbare's tummy. It's not the right colour, so we're going to have to age it down, colour it and make it look like it's part of Threadbare. So the first part of the process will be to get some colour into it. I'm making myself a nice strong brew of tea here. I'm going to put 4 tea bags in initially and just let them brew in this boiling water. If my tea doesn't get me quite the right tone, my next step would be coffee, because that tends to be a slightly different tone and slightly darker. But I think for Fred, tea is going to be the one. Mohair is an extremely expensive fabric. This stuff comes in at about £120 a metre, and I'm just about to plop it in tea. Wish me luck. Mohair is a woven fabric, but it's woven from goat hair. It's the fleece of a goat. It's been popular with teddy bears right since the very first ones in 1902. Traditional bears were always made out of this mohair fabric. I lift it up and sort of squeeze. You can see already we're getting that really lovely aged sort of golden faded mohair look that I'm wanting. Right. So I'm going to leave that now to have a soak, and I'll check it now and then to make sure I've got the right depth of colour, and then we'll take it out and have a look and see what we've got. Feeling quite pleased with that, actually. It's looking really good. I will check before I go to the next stage, but yeah, I think we got it first time. Brilliant.
The fur's now the right colour, but Amanda still has some work to do to make it match the rest of his well-loved body.
One of the things that Hilary specifically wanted was to be able to stroke and feel some fur. So we've got to get it spot on so that she's got enough fur there that she feels that, you know, that he's got that nice soft tummy. But it's also got to be in keeping with the rest of him. The first thing I will do is shave that bit of his tummy. It's quite nice. It is quite sad to see such a beautiful piece of mohair being treated like this, but he needs to look good. I feel it's quite artistic, actually, getting the right balance and getting it right, and it's literally doing it by eye, just looking, but you can see already I've started to thin out some areas there.
Chest hair suitably trimmed and ruffled, Fred can now be pieced back together.
We can see that he's starting to take shape now, and we can kind of see where we're going with him. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with the progress.
Mm. Yeah. And you've already done his ears?
Yeah. I was. He only had one ear when he came in, so I split that ear and used a bit of the tummy that he no longer needs to make backs for the ears. So
fantastic. So we've
he's
used
got two
original
for his ears. Yes.
Just a bit of a sort of skin transplant.
Absolutely, yeah. Moved it from one area to another.
Perfect.
Now, the most important job. To get Fred through customs, gone is the wood fibre filling, and in goes the man-made polyester.
Doing this by hand is more unusual nowadays, but the good thing about packing it in tightly is that it's not going to move. If we fill him properly, there's nowhere for that stuffing to move to. So it's worth putting that bit of extra effort in now. And we'll have all his limbs ready to go onto his body, which is quite exciting, because he'll start to look like threadbare again.
Next, a call into the repair shop, Jeremy Harrison from South East London, to meet metalworker and silversmith Brenton West.
Hi there, I'm Brenton.
I'm Jeremy, nice to meet you.
Hi, Jeremy. So, I believe these are yours.
Jeremy has a pair of very precious but very damaged statuettes.
Well, they were my parents, and they were given to them as a wedding gift when they got married on the 17th of August, 1940. So
who gave them to
them? We don't know who gave them to them, but my mum was from a very large Irish family in Bermondsey.
Okay.
And my dad came from a middle-class family in Essex. So we think these are probably from the Essex side of the family, but 3 weeks later, my parents' house was completely destroyed in the Blitz.
Oh, no.
And when they went to the rubble, this is all they could pull out. Everything was destroyed. My mum's wedding dress, so they lost all their wedding photographs, practically.
Wow. So sad, isn't it?
It was just a pile of bricks and this sticking out.
So were your parents in the air raid shelter at the time? When
Yes. But they didn't seem to faze them. They just said, well, it was what happened in those days.
It is what happened, isn't
it?
Imagine that now.
So this is the one link we've got to the 17th of August, 1940.
Really, really important.
We didn't know about them. My parents boxed them up and kept them in the loft until 1979.
Right.
And then when we moved, these materialised. But she kept them because she wanted them fixed. I mean, Dad died in 97, and Mum died in 2010.
Right.
And we never got them fixed for them because we didn't know how. I mean, they've gone through the wars, literally, but there's a snapped piece there.
Oh, someone's had a go at gluing this, haven't they? Because that bit of stone is broken and then is back on again there.
All right.
So someone has stuck that bit of stone back on.
Probably me dad.
And then he probably lost heart with it all, didn't he? Thought, oh, I can't do this. This is too much. He said, I'll stick that in a box in the loft. So, getting these fixed, what would that mean?
It would mean a very great deal. It would be like a memorial to my parents because they went through such a lot during the war. They're looking down saying, go on, do it. Come on, that time. Yeah, we're very proud of them. It's just, we want to see them in their true glory.
No pressure on me, then?
Yeah, there is lots of
Well, they're really nice items, and I will do my best for you.
I know you will. I've got
Okay.
every faith.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Good luck.
Okay.
Bye. I'm feeling surprisingly anxious now the statuettes have been kept here. They've not left the house since 1979, so I feel like I've lost a talisman. And I'm hoping that when they come back, they'll bring good fortune to the house. Seeing them mended would be absolutely fantastic. I can't actually imagine it because I keep thinking that they all look a bit drunk the way they're on the floor and, well, let's hope they've sobered up by the time you bring them back.
So I've got Jeremy's statues here, which damaged in the Blitz in 1940, and they've had a good old bashing. They're made of spelter, which is a zinc alloy. It's an economical casting metal, similar to bronze, but it melts at a lower temperature. It is very fragile, and they're certainly not built to be bombed, I'm afraid.
The metal the statuettes are made from makes this repair a minefield for Brenton.
Spelter is very difficult to solder and easy to damage if you get it too hot. So on this occasion, I know how precious these are. I'm going to be gluing them together. So first thing I've got to do is to repair this part of the base. There's a crack there, so I've got to put some glue in that, and then I've got to clamp it closed so that the glue makes a good contact, and have that piece repaired first. I'm mixing epoxy glue, which is a two-part glue. So the mixing the two parts makes a chemical reaction that makes the glue start to set. Put some more glue in there. Because the more glue, the merrier, as far as I'm concerned.
Back in the barn, Sonnaz and Will have divided the renovation of the 112-year-old piano stool into the upholstery and the woodwork. Jay's checking in on how the young duo are doing.
What do you need the timber for?
That's a bit loose, that's a bit loose.
So you're going to replace them?
Yeah.
You're going to carve them out with that?
I am.
All right.
I'm actually really excited.
If you're going to carve all of that, it's got to look very similar to that.
Very similar.
So those are the only bits that need doing on this then?
They are the main bits, and it just needs like a good old clean.
Yeah, it is quite dirty, isn't it?
Clean and a polish up.
OK. Get carving.
Get carving. Thanks, Jay.
All right.
Next, over to Sonnaz, and a chance for two upholstery experts to put their heads together.
So you're getting on with that piano stool?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, you're just at the right moment, actually.
Have I?
A few more tacks to take off, and then we can see kind of what's going on underneath. It's a bit dusty.
Yeah, it will be dusty.
Can I do the glory run of tack lifting?
Yeah, this is loads of dust, isn't it?
I know, it's just years and years. I don't think it's ever been reupholstered, and I think that means that this is the original velvet. And look at the difference in colour from where it's been.
Ooh. Cool. But that's just the sun doing that, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Wow. It's pretty dusty.
Yeah.
Even though there's nothing wrong with the actual upholstery itself,
Yeah.
it's just nice to replace this with new because it will be holding a lot of dust. So
Yeah. Not only that, this isn't up to fire eggs, is it? Because
That's a very good point.
this is very flammable, this stuff would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
So,
is.
yeah, replacing it with new stuff. You've got it covered then.
I've got it covered.
See?
Yes, Jay.
I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to leave you to it.
Okay.
All right.
So right now I am mapping out the drawing for the replacement carving. I can actually see on the bottom here there's a really faint outline of where the old carving used to be, and looking at that it seems to be almost a reverse of the carving that's on the top. So using that I can actually work out what needs to go where and what the details are going to be like, because I've got a great example here.
Now he's got a plan. Will trims a piece of wood down to size with the bandsaw before clamping it to the desk, ready to carve.
It really helps when you've got a really sharp chisel. It's almost like cutting with like a hot knife through butter. If your chisel isn't sharp, then you see that the wood begins to splinter off and crack.
On the neighbouring workbench, Sonnaz is beginning to build the seat pad.
First thing is really to get some black wadding on this base. I need 2 layers. I think I'm going to use that as my biggest bit. This lays on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this edge, or in upholstery it's called teasing. I'm going to tease this edge. That just gives it a much softer edge, and I can feel the difference in that already.
I'm constantly having to check the detail on the piano stool just to make sure that what I am doing is exactly what I need. It's quite easy to get carried away with the chisels because they're so sharp. It's really easy to take off more than you actually need. I don't want to rush it, because when you rush it, that's when you have problems and breakages.
Next, Sonnaz is ready to cover the seat pad.
Now, this is really the moment of truth as to whether I've chosen the right colour for Sarah. Because not only did she want it to not look different in terms of the padding, she didn't want the colour to be very different either. And I'm hoping that this velvet that I've chosen is as close as possible. I'm pretty happy with that, and I think it's going to work well. Good. Really happy with that. It's actually really nice to see it in new velvet as well, because it's the start of you kind of giving it this new lease of life. Snip into this. So really the objective with corners is to secure it so that you've got as little bulk as possible in the way. I'm going to pop a staple in there. Job done. The rail's going to sit into that, lovely.
So I have finished all the carving. I've glued the new pieces back onto the front of the piano stool, and I've just filled and touched in some other cracks and loose bits of wood. It's all on there, it's solid, it's good to go. I just need to get into the colour matching now. So usually with colour matching, I do lots of different samples to make sure I'm confident with the colour that I'm going on with. But with this, I've got a good feeling that the colour I'm matching is sort of a general brown umber colour. So that's what I'm using here, and with quite a thin wash, it's beginning to blend in quite well.
Amanda and Julie are coming to the end of their makeover of Threadbare. He's almost ready for his trip to meet his family down under.
Happy?
Yeah, really happy. You?
I am too, yeah.
He's going to last longer, isn't he? And he just looks like threadbare. Yeah.
Fred's owners, Hilary and Mike, are back at the repair shop to see if their beloved bear is finally ready to fly the nest.
Hello. Hello, welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Lovely
How
to
are you?
see you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit nervous, aren't we?
Yeah. Do you want us to put you out of your misery then?
Yeah, you ready?
Are you sure? No, you can't cover your eyes. No.
I've got a hold of it.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Oh, look at him! Oh, how did he do that? Give him a cuddle. Oh, he's solid, isn't he? Oh, he's gorgeous. Oh, he feels lovely.
I was expecting him to be a lot softer. Oh, he's still got his flatulence. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think I would be like this when I saw.
I
Well, look at
knew
you.
you would.
You filled up as well. We're just two softies, aren't we?
Oh, it's lovely. Sorry. Oh, bless you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Look at him. Oh, knock on his further back.
We did that specifically because I know you said you wanted to be able to feel
the fur.
sort of fur.
Yeah.
So we aged and sort of distressed the front to make it look realistic.
Yeah, that's right.
He just looks like threadbare.
Yeah.
Good.
But he's lovely.
That's our job.
Yeah, we've done. If you can say that, that's what makes us happy to hear you say that. So, tell me, what's next part of his journey?
We're seeing Maria, the big family do, and then I'm going to give her Fred.
It's all yours. Behave yourself.
Say bye-bye to the
Bye, Fred.
Thank you.
Bye.
Absolutely amazed and delighted. We can't believe it. I became overwhelmed because Fred looked like Fred, and it was everything that I wanted. I just know how my daughter will feel. She will feel exactly the same. She won't look at Fred and think, what's my mother done to that bear?
A few weeks later, Fred was reunited with Maria and completed his epic journey to Australia, where he met his newest owner, Hilary and Mike's great-grandson, Elijah. Out in the metal workshop, Brenton is getting to grips with a pair of war-torn statuettes. One needs her feet reattached to the pedestal, the other has lost her basket.
This lady here has got less damage. We've got her basket of fruit and flowers that's become detached. Just to glue that on there, it wouldn't be strong enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of wire pegs coming out of her arms and make corresponding holes in the basket, so that should sit there by itself without glue, and then when I put the glue on, that'll be an extra sort of strength.
The Spelter figurines were made by Limousin, a prolific French manufacturer of Art Deco ornaments.
What we need to do is now make corresponding holes in those.
The company stopped production in 1940 during the Second World War, around the same time that this resilient pair were caught up in the London Blitz.
That goes in that hole now, and that actually stays on there with just one pin. So when I've got the other pin in, that'll be nice and strong, and then that little bit of glue in there will make it good as new again.
Now the statuettes are prepped, Brenton is giving them a final clean before fixing them back together. And Jay is lending a hand.
So you've worked with spelter before? How do you know to identify that spelter?
When you scratch it, which I've done behind there, in the bit you can't see, it goes silver-coloured. So if I just give it a bit of a scratch...
Oh, yeah.
That's silver-coloured.
Right.
If that was bronze, that would be gold-coloured.
Oh.
Okay. They're nice things, and they deserve to be repaired nicely and looked after.
So in here it's just soapy water,
just really, really mild detergent. I don't need any chemicals. The worry of putting chemicals on, this has got a patina on it, and if I get any sort of violent chemical on there, that's going to fetch that off, and they're going to go silver.
Yeah, don't want that.
And I don't want that. So we really be really gentle with them.
It's quite therapeutic, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
Doing a bit of cleaning.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
Away from the barn.
With the statuette's spick and span, Brenton uses a strong epoxy adhesive to secure the broken basket.
So that is in the right place. So I've just got to let that set. Now the difficult one. So, screw around the foot. And that's going to be screwed up through the stone, up through the base, into the feet. And that's going to hold that in position while I glue that. That's actually quite happy down like that, so I'm going to leave that like that, I think, to dry. And a big sign saying don't touch. And come back and we can polish them up.
It's been a team effort in the repair shop today. Sonnaz and Will have been working their magic on a century-old piano stool. Now they're ready to reunite their parts of the project.
Finish the top.
Lovely. Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Looks great, doesn't it? That green against your wood. Look at your carving.
Oh, please.
Incredible. Well done.
It's actually come up really well. And look at the brass plaque as well. You can actually see all the writing now.
That's incredible.
Can you guess which bits here I've replaced as well?
I really can't, actually. I can't guess which ones you've replaced. Have you moved them around or something? Have you?
No, I haven't. Well, let's get that on, because I need to get this over to Sarah.
Yep, right.
I think it's a great joint effort.
Really lovely. She's going to love it.
She's going to love it.
When Sarah brought her great-grandfather's stool to the repair shop, it was looking all of its 112 years. Threadbare upholstery, missing carving, wood and brass, lacking lustre.
Really looking forward to picking up the piano stool, really looking forward to seeing it. Obviously a little bit nervous. Obviously in my lifetime it's only ever looked how it did really when I dropped it off. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it again and excited.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Andrew, lovely to see you again. Gosh.
So here it is.
Yes.
As you can see, it's on 4 legs, so that's a positive sign.
It's looking good.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's lovely. I can't believe it, look. Golly. Bit speechless, really, to be honest. It looks really lovely. It's just so shiny. Thank you so much. Brilliant job.
Yeah, you pleased?
Really, really pleased.
Sonnaz has done a great job with the upholstery. We've tried to keep the same green colour that was originally there.
Yeah. It looks really vibrant again.
See, a bit more
really
life
full of
to it.
life. Yeah,
Exactly.
it does. It's amazing.
Finally, the carving.
Yes.
The replacement carving.
Yes, it's all back in place. Because obviously there was some actually missing, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Was it, I think that piece
Yeah.
actually wasn't there at all. And to get it to exactly the same pattern and everything. My mum will be really pleased to see it as well. And she was very keen to keep it green. To me, to get it back like this, it sort of feels like I'm starting the next era with it, if you like, and I know that then it'll be in a really good condition.
It was a pleasure to work on, and it was also quite nice for me to work with Sonnaz on such a lovely item as well. So thank you very much.
Seeing the piano stool, it's absolutely beautiful. It just makes you think of all of the people, really. It's my great-grandfather's. It was given to originally, and all the things it survived, 2 world wars, come all the way through, always been in the family, and hopefully giving the piano stool this new boost will keep it going for another 100-odd years.
Outside, Brenton has secured the broken pieces of the war-torn statuettes. Now he's painting the glued joints to match the patina of the spelter before applying the final finishing touch.
So I've got a specialist wax polish which has just brightened them up a bit and given them a bit of a shine, and they just need a tiny little bit just to give them a bit of lustre. All those years of being in the loft, we took lots and lots of dirt off them and we cleaned them. They were filthy. So this will just protect them, and that's actually coming out really nicely, lovely and shiny on the leg there. So I think that's just about ready. It's going to be party time at Jeremy's.
Carefully wrapped, the statuettes are sent home to Lewisham, where Jeremy and his sister Liz are reminiscing about the original owners of the Art Deco figurines, their parents, Kitty and Jack.
Oh, look, there's Mum and Dad on the 50th wedding anniversary.
That's right.
That's their first dance.
And our Dad hated dancing.
Hated dancing.
He hated dancing.
But he had
to do the first
he
dance.
had to do the first dance.
His face.
Yeah.
It seems like yesterday.
Oh, we were all very close to our parents.
My mum and Dad were the hub.
The statuettes were broken during an air raid. Even though they were broken and smashed up, she still treasured them. It's a link to the past. Oh, they're here.
That's right.
Let's have a look.
Are you excited?
I really am.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, look.
Oh, wow.
It's like Christmas. Exciting.
Wow.
They're gorgeous.
They're lovely. That's fantastic. Look at that. It's like 2 little Oscars. They have not looked this good since 1940. They look fantastic. It doesn't look as if they've ever been broken at all. Everything's fixed.
Mum and Dad would like to have seen these.
God, they'd have loved this. Absolutely loved this. The repairs on the 2 statuettes are unbelievable. There's no trace of any repair on them. It looks like how they would have looked 80, 90 years ago. Should we put them up on the cocktail cabinet?
Yeah. Let's... Right, ladies. It's the end of your journey.
Oh, look at that. Now that looks...
Does that look good?
Wicked. I could sit here and just look at them, couldn't you?
That's what I was going to say. You just want to stare at them. They're made for there, aren't they?
They're made for there, they really are.
They are made for there.
I love them. Having these statues repaired is our family's tribute to our parents. and it's a memorial to both of them, to my mum and my dad.
They're seamless. You wouldn't know that the damage that was on them. I'm really happy. And I'm happy they're complete again because they look stunning.
I'm looking forward to every day getting the pledge out, giving them a polish every morning, and then just thinking about mum and dad while I'm polishing them.
Join us next time as more family treasures are rescued.
You're a clever bunny, ain't you?
And their cherished memories restored.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I love it.
In the repair shop.